Okay, hello everyone. I'm Xing, and I'm a postdoc in Professor Chair. So today I'm going to talk about our emerging field and the very important topic. It's about the in vivo self-assembly by design from biomolecules to nanoscale concepts. So I'm trained as our chemists and material scientists too. So to me, one of the most intriguing natural self-assembly process is the formation of the chromosomes. So I'm going to show you this video. So basically, the chromosomes start with double DNA, as everybody knows about it, and it binds to multiple or 8 different histones, and forming this kind of nucleosomes building block structures. And so nucleosomes. So all these nucleosomes can then further, like a pizza, so further packing together to form this kind of high order structures, and further forming, as you can see here, are chromatin fibers. So these chromatin fibers, which is around 30 nanometers, and it can further curve together to forming a superpoly structure. And all these superpoly structures finally can form in the chromosomes, which we can observe under microscope. See here. So it's forming together and then to a microscopic structure that we can see under microscope. So this is to me as a chemist, this is so unbelievable. So however, based on all the so not all the natural-based self-assembly is good to people. Some self-assemblies are fatal. So as we all know, so the self-assembled beta amyloid can lead to some fatal behaviors, such as Parkinson and Alzheimer's. So the formation of this final plug of this destroying people's brain starts with very simple proteins. So people call it amyloid precursor proteins, and it starts forming the beta amyloid peptide, and beta amyloid peptide packing into small oligomers, and then forming big, large fibers, and finally forming very large assembly structures. So, and inspiring by all this natural self-assembly process, people have inspiring by all this natural self-assembly process, people have used and tuned all these different bio building blocks and forming all these different self-assembles, ranging from like various proteins, nucleic acids, lipids, polysaccharides, and peptides. And it can forming all these different assemblies on the right column, on the film, and as well as in the test tube. But however, the majority of the work has been done in this field are in the test tube, so we call it in vitro self-assembly, and or on the surface. So scientists are starting thinking about, is it possible for us to design the whole self-assembly process inside the living systems? So the idea just generated from synthetic biology is very simple. So if we can program the translation or transcription process as an input, and we can possibly get the output as like tune or program the properties of the behaviors of the living system, both inside and on the surface, or we can directly generate some functional materials, which would be very difficult for people to do through the traditional biological or chemical processes. So is it possible to do these things? And one of the pioneering work, or first work, I think done in this field starts with 2013. And one group just studied the tobacco mosaic viruses. So these viruses have very easily modified surface epitopes. And they coded 2 neighboring, here shown here as red, neighboring carboxy groups on the surface of the proteins, and expressed all these proteins in E. coli because of the strong hydrogen bonding of these neighboring carboxy groups. And this TMV-coated proteins can self-assemble into these nanotubular structures here, as shown here in the TM images. Around a similar time, another group achieved our in vivo self-assemble structures through a different process. So this time they use our genetically coded GFP proteins, and they coded our hydrophobic epitopes on one side of the GFP proteins, and using the PHA, which is a polyester synthesis, linked to our foreign proteins here. And because of the hydrophobic interactions of the GFP proteins, and all the structures can self-assemble into our nanoscale particles inside the E. coli living cells. And on the bottom, on the right, showing the TM images of the self-assembled protein nanoparticles, and on the left side, just showing the optical and fluorescent properties of the generated nanoparticle structures. And these are the two of the early work in this field. And when time goes to 2015, the one of the most important work has been published is a group established our overall method to kind of generalize the process of the protein nanoparticle inside cells. So, and their method is basically using the amphiphilic proteins as a building block for the intracellular formation of this kind of liposomal or organelle like nanoparticles. So their strategy is to use our amino acid sequence motif, so based on the VPG XG repeat unit. And the X can be changed with either phenylalanine, which is hydrophobic, or changed with the glutamic acid, so which is highly hydrophilic. So by forming similar to block polymers, so by tuning the hydrophobic domains and as well as the hydrophilic domains, and they can the polypeptide chains can forming this kind of assembled nanoparticle structures or other structures inside the living cells. As shown here, this is the TM images of their kind of liposomal-like structures, and the thickness of the membrane is about 10 nanometers. And they can even tune the translation order. So left side is hydrophilic or right side hydrophilic, or tune the ratio between hydrophilic and hydrophobic parts of this polymer. And then they can form different structures inside the living cells. So this is the sphere structures, and this is like our linear block or rectangular structures inside the living cells. So this work kind of built up fundamentals to this field by using amphiphilic proteins for the in vivo cell assemblies. So later on, a Japanese group stepped further, and so previously all the structures mentioned is just forming a nanoparticle. But the protein assembles, just the protein organizations in this nanoparticle is amorphous, is random. And this Japanese group tried to use the protein, which is the polyhydrogen monomer, PHA. They encoded the surface of these proteins and let them crystallize inside the living cells. And also, they can try to delete the selected amino acid residues on these proteins, and they can form porous crystal structures similar to metal organic framework, as you may know. So here it is showing the crystal structures of these proteins, and because they're forming this kind of porous crystals, here is a microscope image. This is a cell, and there are large protein structures inside this living cell. And they take advantage of the porosities inside these crystals, and they can use this as a kind of nano container for different enzymes and dyes. And here, just showing the imagery, showing the design of this process, so they can co-present another enzyme in it, and forming kind of these enzyme-loaded structures. And by trigger this enzyme, and the self-assembled protein crystals can disassemble, and the whole process is shown here. And they can also load fluorescent dyes in it, and shown here, performing the green fluorescence. So all these structures talking about before and up to this work are all based on the in vivo self-assembly inside the living cells. So in 2014, a group in Harvard, so they discovered a method called biofilm integrated nanofiber display. Actually, the professor did it in Northwestern, I think last September. And the method they used here is the encoded E. coli with the plasmid to secret all these different fusion proteins, mainly constructed by the amyloid domains for the assembly, and they can attach the end of this amyloid assembly structures with different peptide domains for the further functionalizations. And here, just showing the illustrations of the forming of the nanofibers on the surface of the bacterials, and all these fibers on one bacterials can interact with the fibers on the neighboring bacterials and forming this bacterial extracellular matrix, and this they call it a biofilm. And because they can code it with at the end of the amyloid chain with different peptides, so they can immobilize different types of the proteins onto these bind biofilms. And here is showing TM images of this biofilm, and on the right side, just showing the corresponding fluorescent microscope images by attaching different fluorophores onto this one through different conjugation techniques. So we have talked about here about all these different interesting self-assembly structures in Vivo, and I think you may ask the question is, what is the application of this one? Or we just want to forming these different assemblies? So scientists ask the same question too, and here are some applications that feel very interesting. So the first one is, so this is a background about, there are a lot of different types of the bacteria. They can kind of in vivo self-assemble so-called gas vesicles inside the living cells. So basically the gas vesicles is our protein capsule, and with gas loaded inside it. And here, just showing the structure and formation of this one, it starts with our very tiny nanometer scale biocone, and finally it can form a microscale cellular structures. On the top one are the cranial images showing the kind of morphologies of these gas vesicles. And the gas vesicles, the walls are formed by the proteins called the protein gas vesicle protein A. And the thickness of the wall is about only 2 nanometers. So it's basically a natural produced a gas vesicles as a gas nanoparticles. So how we can use this one? So, and there's a group in Caltech, is AP in Caltech. So you think about, because this is gas, so people can potentially use this one as our ultrasound imaging contrast agent. So we know ultrasound, right? Ultrasound is basically a mechanical wave, and it is a longitudinal wave forming these waves. Because, and the contrast of the ultrasound imaging comes from the speed of the sound moving in these mediums. So if we think about this one, if we loaded all these gas molecules like inside the living animals, the majority of the animals are liquid, so which has a relatively higher density. But however, inside this gas vesicle, gas has a much lower density to give us a contrast. So this group just try to engineer both the inner side and the surface of this protein, try to use this one as our ultrasound imaging contrast agent, so we can try to make the contrast better, and by claps or the harmonic oscillations, and they can functionize with different surface charges and targeting groups and their fluorescence to allow a better uptake or the dual imaging for both ultrasound and fluorescent imaging of the systems. So another potential application is also very interesting is, so they can try to use the in vivo self-assembly process to overcome the multi-drug resistance. So we know one pathway for multi-drug resistance is the bacteria can evolve into a pathways to try to pump out all these drugs from the inner side. So this group, just think about this one is, so instead of directly deliver our small molecule drug inside cells, so they deliver a potentially can assemble the drug into this one, a prodrug here. So use Taxol, which is a famous anti-tumor drug. So they conjugate the Taxols to a polypeptide, and they deliver the polypeptide inside the living cells. And inside the living cells, you can self-assemble into our nanoparticle structure. Because of the size, the bacteria cannot pump this nanoparticle out from this one. And this nanoparticle can slowly release and forming the tubulin structures and release the taxols and leading to the death of the cells. And here just showing the morphology and the views of the nanoparticle solutions, and also they really achieve much better anti-tumor efficacies compared to the taxol, just a small molecule. So we have talked about a lot of in vivo assembly for peptides as well as the proteins, and then we are missing one very important molecule, which is like the RNA structure. So is it possible to do the in vivo setup of vivo RNA structures? Well, people are working on it. So there is a paper published in Science in 2014. So basically, we're just using the transcription processes and getting our RNA structures from the T7 RNA polymerase. And this RNA breaks can further connect with each other, forming these assembled structures. And this group is using 3 different methods to forming these assemblies for both near protocol or co-translational protocol for different building blocks, and as well as transcription on bypass surfaces. And in their paper and later kind of discussions, they mentioned that they try to do this assembly process in vivo and inside cells, but failed. And they are working on it right now. On the right side, it's showing the beautiful AFM images of the different assemblies. And time is up, and I'd like to end my talk here as a perspective. So to me, this field is an emerging field and very interesting. And think about this one. If we can carefully design the basic interactions between biomolecules, like the electrostatic, aromatic, hydrophobic, hydrogen bonding, and so we can tune the interaction patterns of these large biomolecules and further assemble into different materials which are useful for all these different biomedical applications. So thanks for coming, and I'd like to